Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Oh my god, I keep forgetting which side. Oh well. Anyway, hi. I think I'm alone. Oh well, whatever. I'm just gonna get started. I haven't read the news. I haven't been reading the news as much as I should lately, mainly because the mainstream media has been. Yeah. How do I put this nicely? Um. I want to be truthful but polite about this. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. Hey, hello. Yeah, again, I haven't been reading the news as much as I should probably because yeah, I think it was last night. Yeah, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was last night. Went on the news and it was like, oh, did the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner? I think Washington Post was reporting that the 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner make Trump run for president. At which point I was just like, nope, I'm done with this. It's funny when a comedian makes a joke about that. I think Stephen Colbert did, but I hold the, you know, mainstream news media out to, yeah, up to different standards. Trump announced a $1 trillion infrastructure program. Ooh, I was not aware of that. I'm assuming that if you're mentioning that, Reskers, it's probably in the speech Trump made to Congress that I have not taken a look at yet. Which is basically every president ever and nothing gets done. Oh, that's probably more true than I like to realize. Okay. Apparently Milk is watching, but he's not using the YouTube chat and is rather using Skype. I don't know why he's doing that, but so what can I talk about that's not that? Ooh, this is just, I think I am probably one of the few people excited about this. I don't know. Living in America, everyone seems to care about football and like American football, not like soccer football. I haven't met anyone, or at least many people in Hawaii that care about baseball. But yeah, the World's Baseball Classic is next week, which I am looking forward to. Although I'm not looking up to the fact that I'm going to have to stay up till midnight just to watch the matches between Japan and other countries. Yeah, that's a thing that'll happen. I I will probably be rooting for Japan. Just a spoiler. Just to let you guys know, I will probably be rooting for Japan. Uh, I have no idea how the games are gonna go. We'll have to just wait and see. Would be the first World Baseball Classic that I would have ever seen. I know there have been other World Baseball Classics. I just have not watched them because I didn't know that it was a thing until it was too late. Oh, I feel bad. Yeah, well, I get to see Suzuki Seiya in action again. You guys have no idea who that is. Oh, fuck. Excuse me one moment. Suzuki Seiya is an amazing batter that plays for the Hiroshima Toyo Carp and apparently made it into the Japan national baseball team. So yeah, that's a thing that will happen. I don't know. I may or may not cover that on this channel. I don't know if I really want to be like doing a live stream at midnight, and if I'm not gonna do it live, I don't know if I want to be I don't know when I'd be able to do the games because the game is like it's really close together. So. I know one thing that I do want to do by next week, though, and that is cover the cheering songs for the Japan national team. And yes, in Japan, I've heard. I asked about this earlier to someone who knows more about American baseball than I do, but he said that apparently American teams generally have cheering songs too. Tried finding the ones for the American team, but I couldn't. In Japan, you have like not only for when I say the team cheering songs, it's not like just one song for the single entire team. No, generally speaking, there's literally one. It's like about 10, 15 seconds long of a tune that you sing to. That is for the players, and each player has their own tune. I don't know all of them. I'm not gonna lie, I do not know all of them because that's a lot of tunes to remember. Some people remember all of them. I did remember a few. I did remember a few of them, like the one for Luna. Excuse me one moment. Cat, get off! I know you're hungry, but it's not time yet. So please please. Okay. Okay, so where was I? The songs, yes. Cheering songs in Japanese baseball. I only know a few of them. Like for Luna, I don't know his last name. All I know is that he's a foreign player playing for the Hiroshima Toyo Carp. And wow. 俺らの夢を叶えれる男ルナルナジェヴェノサラビクトリア Yeah, that's about it, how it goes. Yeah, it's really short. Individually, each one is probably easy to remember. It's just when you get, like, for the entire fucking team, it gets hard. Oh, I wonder if Luna... Oh, Luna might be playing for... I gotta look that up later. Ooh, the Japan team might end up playing against... I think Luna's from the Dominican Republic, and if the Dominica is in this, they might end up going at each other. Ooh, that will be interesting. Yes, I'm avoiding politics. I know full well that I am avoiding politics. I guess part of the reason why I'm avoiding politics is that I don't know if Google News has realized it. It's probably some algorithm on Google's part, but like lately my news feed has been just politics. And sometimes that's okay, but other times it gets annoying, and I'm at one of those phases where it's gotten annoying. I'll probably start reading more about the news eventually. It's just I've heard a lot, and yeah. Trump's speech to Congress is something that I will definitely look at. Just not... I haven't done it today. I will probably... I don't know if I'll watch the whole thing, but I will probably look at, like, summaries and whatnot. Several news networks have already posted summaries. I'll probably mainly be looking at The Hill, The Washington Post, and I know The Washington Post is liberal. I will keep that in mind when I read them. Where else? I'm not sure. There's probably some people on YouTube that I'll watch for it. Mainly comedians. Stephen Colbert, he'll probably make a joke about it. Or two. Or a million. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of them out there. I don't watch TV. It's all through the internet. Speaking of TV, apparently I might, depending on how this goes. Apparently, YouTube has announced like a YouTube TV thing. You pay $35 a month and you can watch TV on YouTube. Apparently, that's a thing. I mean, I think it's about fucking time that something like that happened. I think that's the TV network's best chances of survival. There are some caveats, but like it's nothing that I didn't expect. Like for example, I think it's still gonna have the ads. This service, yeah, it will still have ads, I believe. So, yeah, that's not. I know some people will be bummed out about it, but honestly, I'm not surprised, and frankly, I'm kind of okay with it. Like, if I can keep watching TV through YouTube, I don't care if I have to go through a little bit of ads. I mean, yeah, sure, you're paying $35 a month, but like, that's going to YouTube, and the TV networks have to make money somehow. Although, the one question I have is, hold on one moment. Sorry you had to hear that. My allergies have been acting up a lot lately, so yeah. If I didn't do that, you would have had to see something quite disgusting. Cat, what are you doing? Oh my god, there's two cats. There's both cats. Okay, they're not doing anything right now, so I think I'm fine. I think. They could easily come and ruin my day by messing with the computer, but for now, I think I'm okay. What? Oh. 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 Hi there. Hi there. Say hello to the camera. This is Gandhi. Or, Gandalf, I think, named after the character from Lord of the Rings. Oh, he wants to go. Yes, that is my sister's second cat. He went on my bed. So, yeah, that's why I did that. Okay, so I have 3 done. What is this milk? I see you're saying something. I like how instead of fuck, it's FCUK. Oh, he's working on apparently some picture for the server he's on. He has to post 10 ragdolls. Oh my! That's a lot of ragdolls. Holy shit. Okay, the cats are back. The cats are back. Oh my. Oh my. Hi! Kara, are you gonna go after Gandhi? Or are you just gonna sit there? I think they're kind of going wild, cause, well, I'm out of cat food. And so, yeah. If they finished whatever's in their cat bowls, I gotta go buy some more. Or at least my family has to go buy some more. And if they're hungry, yeah, that'll explain why they're like this. Oh my. What else is there? Yes, milk? Feed me human nut. Ah, the cats are all feed me human nut. That's what milk says. That's not the sound cats make. The cats are not the penguins from Pingu. As much as the cats are cute, they are not the penguins from Pingu. So, I should probably talk about something. Nice. Those cats! What the actual fuck? Okay, what? 2 injured as officer accidentally fires weapon during speech by Francis Hollande. That's a thing that happened, apparently. What? A sniper mistakenly fired his weapon during a Tuesday speech by President Francois Hollande in southwestern France, slightly injuring 2 people. Oh! What? Milk, I know you're saying how. That's exactly what I'm wondering. Accidentally? Shows Hollande stopping mid-sentence at the sound of a gunfire about 17 minutes into his remarks. So apparently, no, hold on. The speech was done at an opening of a high-speed train between Tours and Bordeaux. I'm probably butchering that. I'm just gonna say that right now. I am probably butchering that. I've always found it difficult to read French, cause like all the letters make 0 sense to me. Seriously, I try to read French and it's like, what? How does that translate into that? Just make it like Esperanto. It makes sense. Esperanto makes sense when you spell stuff. Each letter represents a sound and it doesn't fucking change. You don't have silent letters or anything like that. Apparently, wow. So, apparently, Francois Hollande's remarks when he heard the gunfire, or when he heard the gunshot 17 minutes into his speech was, I hope it's nothing serious. I don't think so. And then he looked towards the direction of the commotion, and then continued his speech. Okay. That's like a nonchalant reaction from the president of France. The victim's injuries were not life-threatening. That's good. That is very good. The fuck? You accidentally shoot... The hell? Okay, so Pierre. I am not trying to pronounce that last name. N apostrophe G-A-H-A-N-E. Said of the victims who were not identified, we were able to talk with them immediately afterwards. Okay, so that's good. So the injuries were not too serious, and he also said that the local prosecutor's office would launch an investigation. Yeah, I would hope they would. I would hope they would. My God. Accidentally firing a gun, of all the things. Isn't that sniper a trained fucking professional? The sniper apparently belonged to the PSPG, an elite protection platoon, and had fired accidentally when he changed his position. Elite protection platoon. Oh my fuck. So he was a trained professional. I don't even know if it was a he. It might have been a she. Friends, please. Like, if you can't... Come on, friends. Just... Wow. That... I mean, this is not the first time I've heard of a gun accidentally being fired. But this is the first time I've heard of, like, someone that's in charge of protecting a politician accidentally shooting their gun. Just wow. Just wow. For the record, I am not going to get into the gun rights debate. I'm having, like, thoughts going through my head that have to do with the gun rights debate, but I'm not about... They're not organized in any kind of cohesive argument. They're random thoughts and are probably, like, less than... They're not a cohesive argument. They're not even anywhere close to a cohesive argument. Just spewing it out without a filter would probably just cause more damage than do anything to help constructively resolve the gun rights debate. So I'm just not gonna say it, because, yeah, I'd probably say something stupid, and then make myself either look A, like an idiot, or B, like a douchebag, or C, both! Okay. My god. Trained professional accidentally shooting gun. Just... This is one of those times when a good guy with a gun did not. Oh, milk douchebag idiot. A dudiot? A dodiot? Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. But yes, if you're trying to combine the words, yes, I guess. Someone put that on Urban Dictionary. Or actually, is there already an entry for someone who is both a douchebag and an idiot on Urban Dictionary? I'm not about to look it up, but interesting thought. Okay, so that's a thing that happened. Just wow. Just wow. Friends. Okay, what else can I talk about? Oh my god. Accused in Malaysia airport murder. Oh. Brought to court in bulletproof vests. Oh. Oh my. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with the situation that I'm talking about, it is the whole stuff that's things that's going on with the, what I believe to be the assassination of Kim Jong-nam by the North Korean government. So Malaysia has arrested the individual who they believe is responsible for killing him. Some of whom maintain that they thought, one of them was saying, I thought it was a prank, Joe. And then the guy died. I wonder when they realized it wasn't a prank. Yeah, so apparently the way Kim Jong-nam died was the person walked up to them at the airport and then sprayed the guy in the face with a liquid. And apparently that liquid was a nerve agent called VX. What did you just say, Milk? Sounds like a fucked up Filthy Frank what joke? Bus suck happened. Dude, it's just a prank. Filthy Frank's planks? Yes, planks. His planks are totally. Okay, I'm gonna stop. No, but like Filthy Frank's pranks are like mild compared to some of the shit that I've seen. Okay, so Filthy Frank, his pranks, I've only seen I haven't seen many, but like Filthy Frank's jokes, as much as I'm not a fan of his humor, at least anymore, it was They don't tend to be that bad. And by bad I mean like objectively bad. And if you've paid attention to the controversy surrounding the YouTube prank channels, you should know what I mean by bad. Anyway, that discussion aside, apparently, so yeah, one of the people involved thought that they were on a TV prank show where they went in front of people and just sprayed them in the face with water, I guess, because apparently anything will go for a prank these days. Like, apparently even in Malaysia. Unless there's, like, a thing in Malaysia where that's somehow a prank. I'm not familiar with Malaysian culture, so someone else will have to fill me in on that. So, 2, 4, 6. But yeah, so she sprayed Kim Jong Nam in the face with the liquid that she thought was just water. Turned out to be VX, nerve agent. For those of you who have no idea what the fuck it is, VX is like one of the most deadly compounds that has been created. It's not the most deadly, but it's one of the most deadly. There are like worse compounds out there. There is worse out there. It's one of the baddest. You do not want to come into contact with VX. You just don't. There's only one other time I can think of where VX agent was actually used, and that was in 1994 to 1995. Omu Shindikyo used it. People in Japan know about what Omu Shindikyo is. Omu Shindikyo, for those of you who are unfamiliar because you're in the West, in 1995, they did a sarin gas attack on the Tokyo subway. Yes, I said sarin gas. Yeah, Omu Shindikyo is fucking scary. Like, look it up. You can look up more details yourself, but, like, needless to say, when they were the most active, which was in the 90s, they were fucking terrifying. Like, and the reason why they have sarin gas is they made it, because apparently it became the religion of the intellectuals for a while. They're not, like, all Japanese intellectuals were in it, but, like, the disaffected Japanese intellectuals, apparently Omu Shindikyo recruited them. Like, targeted them for recruitment and got a lot of them on their side. So they had a lot of really smart people in what was arguably a cult. I wonder why that's totally a recipe for disaster. Hello, her person whom I just saw sign on to the, stream. Now it says 3 watching, before it said 2 watching. If you are willing, please say something in the chat. I do this depend on people. Hello, Lisa Pankova. Okay. Yeah, I should have been able to pronounce that way easier than, I did. Fuck. So, hello. That's a new name that I haven't seen on before. Welcome to this stream. Yes, I am just folding cranes and talking about... I think it's just become random stuff at this point. If there's something you want to talk about, feel free to mention it in the chat. Cause I usually, like in the other streams when I first started this, I came in with a plan. I'm gonna talk about X and Y and Z. No, not today. Ooh, that was probably a mistake on my part. Not 33 days straight, but yes, I have been folding for 33 days. There have been a few days where I've taken breaks, but yeah, 33 days, and I've gone, not counting the ones that I have folded so far, I have folded, come on, not counting the ones today, I folded 430. So yes, all because I do not like the way the President of the United States has been going around. talking about nuclear weapons. His rhetoric has finally started to change, but there's still quite a bit I'm not a fan of. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh Lord, cat. Please, on one of these days, the cat came and then pulled my computer off of the table. Don't do that again. Oh. No, he's just waiting. Okay. So, what else can I talk about? Oh, yes, this is what I wanted to talk about, but, like, the article disappeared from my Google News feed for a little bit. Now it's come back, so I shall bring it up and talk about it as soon as I skim through it. Mixed signals on Tuesday about his plans on immigration, suggesting privately that he is open to an overhaul bill that could provide a pathway to legal status but not citizenship for potentially millions of people who are in the United States illegally but have not committed serious crimes. Yet he has made no such proposal during his primetime address to a joint session of Congress, instead highlighting the dangers posed by illegal immigration. Okay, that's not what I thought the article would say. Interesting. As someone who identifies as a Democrat, I'm confused by this. Trump. I would support a overhaul of immigration that allows a pathway to legal status for those that have not committed any serious crimes. But Trump's rhetoric on the campaign trail and a lot of the other headlines and the way that he's signed some of his executive orders don't really seem to be in favor of doing that. I guess I'll just have to wait and see what legislation makes it through Congress, if they can actually get back to legislating. How's Trump doing? He okay so far? Well, I mean, it could be worse. I can't say I approve of, I do not approve of what Trump has been doing so far, but, like, it could have been worse, and there are a few things, the very small number, but there are a few things that I am willing to, concede that I believe, that Trump has done that I believe is good. Most of what he's done, I do not agree with. But there are a few things, very small number of things, namely, one, his withdrawal from TPP, although he did it for different reasons than I would have supported. I would have actually also preferred he try to renegotiate it, but whatever, I'll just take what I can get. What else? There's withdrawal from TPP, and the way that he had his campaign, his aides travel to various allies in different parts of the world in a bid to try and reassure them of the United States' commitment to those alliances. That was probably good, although that's kind of addressing a problem that he himself created, so take that for what you will. And at least, I don't know how his stance towards Taiwan will be now, but at least initially, he seemed to be willing to work more closely with Taiwan, which, about freaking time, if you ask me. I have way more respect for Taiwan than I do mainland China. 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh. Yes, my sister's cat, and he wants food. My sister has 2 cats. And this one is really pushy when he gets hungry. He's no longer in my room. He was for a little while there. Oh, Lord. This is just a random fact, but, I'm drinking Crystal Pepsi, but at the Foodland that I buy my Crystal Pepsi from, I think they're out. I hope that they get a restock soon. I hope the limited time thing hasn't ended yet. That's just a random side note. Okay, what else can I really say about Trump? I mean, I could go on a rail and then criticize him for a whole lot of stuff, but, like, everyone's doing that. You can go to, like, about a million other different places that have criticisms of Trump, and then you'll probably find someone that has the same complaints that I do. He's pissed off so many people. But yeah, his presidency so far could be worse. I wouldn't describe it as good, but I will also say that it could have been a lot worse, his first days. Anyway. The one thing that as much as Trump has been trying to at least undo some of the damage that he's done on the campaign trail, in terms of diplomatic relations with allies, I can't say that the way with how erratic Trump has been, I can't say that I fully. How do I word this? I can't say that I fully trust him. I guess that's the best word that I can say. And yeah, I would. So I'm going to start talking about something that's going on in Japan right now. There's a reason why that I'm going into that after talking about Trump. It's because one of the major discussions that's been happening in Japan right now is whether or not they should rewrite Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution. Article 9 is basically the article in which Japan renounces the right to declare war on other countries. And it's also the article that prohibits Japan from having an armed force. So Japan is not allowed to have a military. If you're wondering there's probably a lot of people who think, wait, then what the hell is the Japan Self-Defense Force? They are technically, in a legal sense, an extension of the Japanese police forces, and not a military. Though, for all intents and purposes, they are a military. It's just, legally, they are not. But yeah, Japan, the current prime minister wants to modify Article 9. And he wants to make it... He wants to try and make Japan what he calls a normal country. I'm not sure how far, in terms of, like, modifying Article 9, that would be. I mean, it could be just making it so that Japan can have a standing army. I am not against Japan being able to have a standing army. Mainly because, for all intents and purposes, the JSDF is a standing army, so it kind of already has one. But the other part, the part where Japan renounces the right to declare war on another country, that I do not want changed. And I don't know if the current Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe, will want to change that part. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Hope China or somebody will not attack them. With the exception of North Korea, I don't think anyone wants a war with Japan. Could war happen still? Yeah, it could, but I think it'd be accidental, not like, I am going to invade Japan because I want to take over. No, it would be, someone did something, and then later on said, oops, but it's too late and now there's a war. But yeah. So for the record, about Article 9, I used to be against changes to Article 9, mainly because I don't trust the current Prime Minister of Japan to make it so that Japan is allowed to have a standing army, but keep the part where Japan cannot declare war on other countries. I just don't trust Shinzo Abe to keep that part, because Abe has a reputation for being a hawk. It's not that he's right-wing, it's that he's a hawk. He and his foreign policies are way different from... He's more interventionist than a lot of other prime ministers in Japan have been. Which, I know interventionism in the context of Japan generally means Japan sends a lot of foreign aid to other countries. I'm not going to comment on whether or not that's a good thing. But, yeah. But yeah, Prime Minister Abe for a long time has been calling for that, it shouldn't be just foreign aid. That's basically what he says. So recently Japan reinterpreted the constitution to allow for collective self-defense. In other words, if America gets attacked, Japan is able to defend America. That's basically what that means. I think I was in favor of that change. I was against any further changes to Article 9 until Trump got elected, because Trump on the campaign trail maintained that he said that Japan was not doing its fair share, and said the security treaty with Japan was a one-sided deal, and implied that if Japan doesn't pay 100% of the cost of the U.S. military bases in Japan, for the record, just want to point out right now that Japan pays a huge portion of the cost, so much so that the Japanese people are kind of angry about it. The Japanese left regularly says that they want to reduce the amount of money that Japan pays, so yeah, it's not gonna fly. Japan paying 100%, that's not gonna fly with the electorate. But Trump said Japan, on the campaign trail, said that Japan should pay 100%. And if Japan doesn't, then he would not take, it's possible that he said that he might. He didn't say that he will, but he said that withdrawing U.S. troops from Japan would be on the table. Which got a lot of people freaked out, because Japan's entire security policy so far has been based around the idea that America will honor its alliance with Japan. That is the only reason why I am in favor of changing the Constitution. Do I believe it will be changed in the way that I want it to be changed? I don't trust Abe to do that, but frankly, I think Japan needs to be able to defend itself. And I know there are probably some people who are going about, oh, how dare a foreigner talk about internal Japanese politics. I have dual citizenship. I am also a Japanese citizen, so yeah, not exactly a foreigner. I know I am half foreigner, but still, I got citizenship. I have relatives in Japan. I can speak the language. How well is a different story, but I can speak the language. I mean, I probably won't have any major issues if I were to live in Japan. Keigo would be a continued issue, but even some people in Japan have problems with Keigo. Mainly in the younger generation, so. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10! You're from Russia. Ah, interesting. I don't think I've really met someone from Russia. I have friends whose family is from Russia, but they were raised over here, so not exactly the same as being from Russia. Uh, Now that you mention that you're from Russia, one thing that I do like about Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is that he wants to try and resolve the. He wants to try and improve relations between Japan and Russia. So yeah, Japan and Russia have a territorial dispute over the Kuril Islands, which from what I don't know how it is, I'm not a Russian. So I can't speak too much about how the Russian people view different issues, but the polls and stuff that I've seen online say that the Russian people do not want to give up any claims. Now, I will admit right now, before I say this, that I am biased in favor of Japan, but I do believe that the islands in dispute should belong to Japan. But I will say that with this huge but, the dispute should only be resolved through peaceful dialogue between the Japanese government and the Russian government. And that is exactly what the current prime minister wants to do. He wants to resolve the issue with wants to resolve the territorial dispute, although he maintains he keeps saying, I'm going to get the islands back. I somehow doubt that very much. I don't know about you, but like I don't see Putin giving in to those demands anytime soon. But maybe some other arrangement could be made? Hopefully. The problem with that was that under Obama, yeah, the US did not want Japan cozying up with Russia, period. So the Japanese government had to toe this fine line between keeping America happy by, doing stuff like putting sanctions on Russia after the whole situation in Crimea happened, and all that, while at the same time making it so that Japan's actions don't anger Russia to the point where dialogue and whatnot can't happen anymore, because the prime minister wants to improve relations with Russia. America doesn't want that to happen, but the prime minister does. Interesting. Please, the one thing I will say that I am kind of sour about for the whole territorial dispute between Japan and Russia is that it could have been resolved so many years ago. Oh my god. Japan and Russia, from what I understand, Japan and Russia, back when Russia was still the Soviet Union, had breached an agreement on settling the territorial dispute in the past. But when they reached that agreement, America and Russia were now engaged in the Cold War. So America decided they don't want Japan to get along with Russia. And, well, what they did is they went to Japan and said, if you accept this new arrangement to settle the territorial dispute that you've reached with Russia, then we will keep Okinawa. I think you can see why the Japanese government then rejected the deal that they reached with Russia. The legal argument America used was that because Japan had surrendered to the United States and not Russia, and in the surrender document, Japan gave authority to the United States, and this was not a negotiation done with the United States involved. And technically, I think the occupation of Japan had not ended yet. If Japan were to if they argued that if Japan were to accept this arrangement without American approval, it would amount to a violation of the terms of their surrender, and thus America will not follow. And thus, if Japan would not follow the terms of their surrender, then America would not follow the terms. Therefore, America would keep Okinawa. That was the exact legal argument. How much is it based in truth? Like, is that actually what the law would have allowed? I have no idea. I'm not a lawyer, but from what I understand, that's basically the legal argument America used for saying for why they would be able to keep Okinawa if Japan did that. But now, yeah, because of that, Japan and Russia are still technically at war. I know there is no actual fighting made, but to end the war, you need to sign a peace treaty, which Japan and Russia have not signed yet. So technically, World War II did not end. Thankfully, Japan and Russia have the sense to not fight each other because they have brains, or at least they have some brains. There are some things that both sides have done that I question, but that's true for every country on the planet, so yeah. And yes, I am including America in that. And yes, Gabriel, I see that you're there. Gabriel. I was just saying stuff. I was in the middle of, that rather long-winded statement on stuff. I hope Japan and Russia can get along in the future. I really do. It's just, I don't know, the way I see it, countries have more to gain by working together than they do by fighting against each other. Not that people in the government seem to care about that. I don't know. I do have what in America people call the tendencies towards being a hippie, which I don't know. I don't consider myself a hippie, but there are some things that are stereotypically hippie that I look at. It's like, that's not a bad idea. Like, we should all get along. I know that's like a very broad thing to say, and it's easier said than done, but yeah, this goes for China and Japan too. Although China and China between relations between Russia and Japan are way better than relations between China and Japan. Oh my god, Chinese nationalism is a scary thing. It is a really scary thing. Nationalism in general is a really scary thing, but like when people take it to the extreme, like some people in the Chinese government and Chinese state-run media have, it is really scary. I don't. Nationalism isn't inherently bad until you take it to the point where the way I see it, it becomes bad when you take it to the point where you say, "Oh, we're better than them." We being what insert group here, and them being insert group here. China Uncensored is a good YouTube channel to look at if you want to know what exactly is happening in China. They've gone over the way the Chinese media depicts Japan before. They made that video a long time ago. What is this? Ooh, Gabriel, you sent me a link to Snopes.com. I know of Snopes. I generally don't go on Snopes that much. Why did you send me that link? Cat! Cat! Hold on. Cat! And he's gone away. Damn it. Let me take a look. How are things looking? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's not the best angle. Now you can see my legs. I know of Snopes. I know it's a website that has some stuff that debunks rumors on it. I don't really know much else about them. I don't really go on Snopes that often, so yeah, I can't say much about that other than it's a thing that exists. Hello, cat. And he doesn't. I was about to ask him if he wanted to go on the internet, but no, the answer is no. He just. Nope. He does not want it. You have a thing to do? Okay then, goodbye, Lisa. It's good talking to you. How much have I folded actually? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'll stop at 15. Okay. So, what else can I talk about? And global plan launched to save coral reefs. Ooh, goodnewsnetwork.org. A global plan launched to save coral reefs from extinction. Well, actually, would they have? Coral is a really hard thing to see. The initiative called 50 Reefs is the first global plan to save the most biodiverse ecosystem on the planet. It brings together leading scientists and conservationists to develop a list of the 50 most critical coral reefs to protect and will catalyze the global action and investment required to prevent extinction. Big words used in this article today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I hope I'm counting that right. Can I get more details on this? Unique philanthropic coalition of innovators in businesses, technology, and government are supporting 50 reefs, including Bloomberg Philanthropies with the Tiffany and Co. Foundation and the Paul G. Allen Family Foundation. I do not... Actually, no. I've heard those names before. I just don't know much about them beyond they exist. when people think of climate change, they most often think of extreme heat, severe storms, and raging wildfires. But some of the most disastrous effects of climate change are out of sight on the ocean floor, and saving the remaining coral reefs is critical. Said Michael R. Bloomberg, UN Secretary General's Special Envoy for Cities and Climate Change. Number one. That is a damn long title you got there. Holy shit. But yeah, he is absolutely correct about that. One of climate change's biggest and possibly worst effects is the destruction of coral reefs, and that's like out of sight. Ooh, cat. Hi, cat. Do you want to go on the internet now? The answer is no. The answer is still no. So, the 50 Reach initiative builds on work already done by the Ocean Agency and the Global... Did I say agency? Agency! And the Global Change Institute at the University of Queensland, responding to what they call this perilous moment for coral reefs. Yeah. For those of you who are wondering, wait, coral reefs are... who are thinking, wait, coral reefs are dying? Yes, coral is actually very sensitive to changes in the temperature in the water. You hope they... Oh, Gabriel, you hope that they include Hawaii, but Waikiki is fucked. Well, Waikiki was... I think Waikiki was fucked for reasons other than climate change. I'm pretty sure the white coral reefs in Waikiki would be having issues even without climate change. It's mainly issues called tourism. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Tourism is good in that it brings money, but it's bad in that it has a lot of other consequences. So yeah, even without you know, the whole global warming going on, I think that the reefs at Waikiki were in bad shape to begin, would have been in a bad position in terms of survival. But yeah, I do agree with you, Gabriel, that I hope they include Hawaii. To be honest, though, there's a lot of reefs that they should include. Hawaii is one, Okinawa is probably another that I think they should include. I am not familiar with too many other beach areas that has reefs. I mean, maybe the Great Barrier Reef, but that, like, should be a duh. I mean, it's the biggest fucking reef on the planet. Why would you not include it on there? But is it critically endangered, actually? I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I mean, I'm not much of a conservationist, for the record. I mean, I do believe we should protect the environment, and I do believe we need to do something about climate change. But, like, I haven't been that active in terms of the, you know, movements for preserving the environment. I mean, there are things that when it becomes an issue and people ask me about it, I have positions. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think just one more. Never swimming in Waikiki Beach ever again. I don't think I've ever swam at Waikiki Beach. I think I've swam at Ala Moana Beach, but not Waikiki. Although the Ala Moana Beach is pretty close to Waikiki, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not good with geography. Actually, no, I'm good with geography on a big scale, but in terms of, like, geography on a small scale, as in, like, where is store X in relative to location Y? Yeah, no, I suck at that. I suck at directions. Everything covered in bacteria. Excuse me, what? Everything is always covered in bacteria, but normally you can't notice because the bacteria is not, like, something that will affect you. If you can notice that it's covered in bacteria, that's a bad sign. That is, like, a very bad sign. Now, come to think of it, I haven't gone to the beach in a really long time. Holy shit. I can't remember the last... No. I barely remember the last time I went to the beach. I was still in grade school. Was it elementary school? I think it was elementary school. High levels of dangerous bacteria found at Waikiki Beach. Hawaii News Now. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Cat. Stop. Cat. What do you want? Do you want to go on the internet? Or do you want food? You want the latter, don't you? Yeah, he wants food. State health department officials are cautioning swimmers to stay out of the water at Waikiki's Royal Moana Beach after high levels of dangerous bacteria were detected during a recent test. Okay. Okay, Gabriel, I will just add that it's probably not anything that is gonna last forever. So you probably don't have to say, like, oh, I'm never swimming there again. But keep an eye on that. Hi. Oh, don't want to go on the internet? Never mind, you're going on the internet. Hello, this is Carl. Me. This is Carl. Carl, man. Yeah, his name is Carl, because he has black and white. Say hello. Hi. Okay, he wants to go, so I'll let him go. No, he doesn't want to go. He wants food. What is this? Okay, so Gabriel and Milk, you both sent me stuff at the same time. So yeah, so Milk just sent me a picture that he's Empire's Coruscant guard is weird looking. I have no opinion on that picture. Actually, no, I can kind of see what you mean by weird now. I actually clicked the image and had it open up. Okay, it reverted to normal levels recently, but look at what this hotel is doing. And then you sent me another news article. Okay. Investigation launched after Waikiki Hotel diverts storm water into ocean. Investigators say the Moana surf rider was illegally pumping bacteria-filled water into the ocean. Ooh. Needs to review, which said it reviewed the information and started investigating. Makeshift fence surrounding the manhole at the outdoor ball. Ooh. So, like, it's not being treated. I think a lot of water tends to go straight into the ocean, but it's not treated before it goes into the water, into the ocean. It's just dumped straight into the ocean. And for the record, storm water going into the ocean is not necessarily bad. Because, I mean, whenever there's rain in Hawaii, it goes in the ocean. But there must be something more than just, oh, they put stormwater in the ocean. Must be something about the particular stormwater. So they said, makeshift fence surrounding a manhole at the outdoor bar of the Moana Surf Rider. The two blue hoses extended from that manhole, then under a concrete branch and up to the a concrete bench, and up onto the sand leading into the water. What? says the blue hoses are connected to a stormwater seepage pit, which would empty out into the... Okay. There's a right way to go about with disposing water and a wrong way to go about it. The wrong way is cheaper, but could have disastrous effects. The right way is more expensive, but more friendly to the environment. Ooh, Milk, you're sending me pictures again. Don't have to be smart criticism, you can just be like, it's good. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. So, looking at the picture that Milk sent, I will not make this public, unless Milk wants me to. Okay, Milk, it is not bad. It is actually fairly good. I mean, it's not the same level of quality that you would get from, like, a professional thing. I will say that. But it is pretty good for, you know, it's just some random dude on the internet who's making it. I have ideas for how to improve it, but I don't... How do I put this into words? Also, I feel like I might be demanding too much from some random dude on the internet. With the kind of criticism that I have. It's good. I will say that. Didn't post-process it. Ah, yes! That's the word! That's the word! Okay. Alright, that explains it. I was looking for the word. Thank you, Milky. Reminded me. Okay, so, how much did I fold? I think it's 15. Let's find out. This is 3. 6. 9. 12. And 15. Okay. So that is 15. I would keep going if it wasn't for the fact that I have schoolwork that I have to do. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do schoolwork, so I'm gonna have to end it here. Thank you all for watching. Please like this if you liked and share it. I forgot to check on updates for the HR 669 and S200. I'm gonna check right now, but I don't think anything new will have happened between yesterday and today. Actions 2. Ooh. Introduced to House. All actions except amendments. Referred to House Foreign Affairs. Okay, it's still in the Foreign Affairs Committee. So yeah, no update there. If you support it, please, yeah, there's a petition in the description. I will again say that I have reservations about the exact wording of the petition, but whatever. And more important than that, call your congressman, congresswoman, senators, representatives, whatever. And yeah. With that, yeah, again, like and share this. Sharing was probably more important than liking. And I will see you guys either tomorrow or the day after. Probably the day after. Alright, bye.